Okay, 7 best food industry and food delivery stocks to buy and or trade options on. Now, my first one is going to be McDonald's, Mickey D's, MCD ticker symbol. And McDonald's has been pretty good this year. As you can look at their chart, they, I think the other day reached a new all-time high. And let's look at their financial summary to see how they're doing financially, if there's any growth. There was a little bit of slowdown last year. There's actually has been some declining sales, but let's look at quarterly to see how they're doing quarterly. If sales are picking up, sales seem to be picking up a little bit. So they said they're revamping their stores and they're going to try to capture more, do more do better foods and more healthier menus to get more buyers now because their competition such as Chipotle is doing real well, so they're probably going to move in that direction. And let's look at the option prices because I do trade options on McDonald's. I do a lot of debit spreads. As you can see, the implied volatility is around 15%. So the options makes the options very cheap for that stock price. And I want to look at a 30-day out option. Let's look at that. Let's see, 30. Let's go. Yeah, let's go about 30 days out to see how much they cost around at the money prices, call options, because we're bullish on this stock. So yeah, you can pick up a $260 call option for about $200, you know. So yeah, the options prices are very good. Let's look at another thing. I'm going to look at the screener so you can see that there's any money in a bull call. Yeah, there's money in bull call. So potential profit potential in these debit spreads here, and it's something that I definitely would trade or own stock on. And I believe they also pay a dividend. If I'm not mistaken, let's go and see if they pay a dividend here. Just looking over the reports. Probably can't find it here on bar chart. But that's cool. The last time I checked, they probably did, and maybe they don't. But I make more off debit spreads and options trading than I do with stocks with dividends. But I do own stock and I do like my dividends. But I just make more with the actual options plays. But yeah, it's another one you should probably trade options on or maybe own the stock if you want to. McDonald's has been around for a while. I'm sure you already know the story or you can Google it, but yeah, just look how it's just been tearing it up. So yeah, McDonald's is my first one. Now my next one is going to be Chipotle Grill. Now I like trailing Chipotle. The stock price is very high right now. It's around 1800, but as you can see this chart, they had that downplay in COVID, but it's been tearing it up too lately. So, and let's look at the option prices. Option prices, it's pretty good. Implied volatility is at 26%. So this is another one I would do a debit spread on, either buy calls or do debit spreads on. And let's look at a call at 30 days out to see how much it would cost us. So if we stayed around the money, our calls are pretty high, yeah, based on that price. Yeah, these calls are pretty high. So you're looking about 5,000 on a call close to the money because it's at $47. And let's look at the potential of debit spreads. Now you can do credit spreads on here too, but I would do just debit spreads because the implied volatility is low. So they don't have anything right there. No option data there. So they don't have any option data for the credit spreads. Let's look at the bull put spreads to see if they have something there. Yeah, even profit here on the credit spreads for Chipotle. So a lot of profit potential here, as you can see using barchart.com. Um, and this is 30 days out, but you also will have, you would have to have that amount in your account, the max loss amount to cover losses if there is any. So yeah, Chipotle is a good stock. Let's look at the financial summary of Chipotle right now. Oh, doing real well. Look at the growth. Yeah, this is definitely a stock to own because this is a growth stock. So Yeah, and I like that. Look at the assets accumulating. Cash flow is strong. So yes, Chipotle Grill. I like the food myself, and I believe it's a great stock that you can own or trade options on to get profits. And my next one is going to be Domino's Pizza, ticker symbol DPZ. Domino's have really been tearing it up over the years. The company, I noticed the history of the company. I've traded it for a while now, for over 3 years. You know, they came back when they did their app to let you order from their app and their speed. But yeah, it's another one. Stock dropped a little bit. I don't know exactly why, but it's looked like it's coming back. It was the high this year was back in July. It reached the all-time high of 546. So it's looked like it's going to trim back up. Let's look at the financial summary and see how they're doing financially. Financially, sales is doing pretty well. Let's look at quarterly. Had a good quarter. Let's see. Yeah, sales here. Sales are doing pretty well. Liabilities are picking up, so maybe that's why Wall Street is watching that because yeah, they're picking up a lot of liabilities. Cash flow is very strong. They could be borrowing money. I don't have the exact details, but a lot of times Wall Street don't like a lot of debt and liabilities on the company. But other than that, it looks like they have a lot of strong annual growth. So it's definitely another stock to own or options to trade. Let's look at option prices. Option prices, yeah, implied volatility. Yeah, you can do either a debit spread, call debit spread or a put credit spread. So I'll look at the screener to see. Yeah, screeners here. Let's go 30 days out. I like to trade anything that's 30 days out. Yeah, a lot of profit potential there, but you got probability over here. Let's look at the bull put. Yeah, a lot of profit potential there too. Let's look at something that's close by. Yeah, a lot of profit potential here as far as a bullish spread. But yeah, Domino's Pizza is a great stock, so it's a great company to own. My next one is going to be Wingstop, ticker symbol Wing, WING. And it too has had, it's up and down, but it still looks like it's bullish. Even bar chart recommends it as a buy. Let's look at the option prices also. Volatility is very high. So this is what I would do on this one. I would definitely go on the put side and do either a put spread or maybe sometimes on the down days, if I see that it's trending down, I can also do a call credit spread. And let's look at the put and call ratios to see. It's a lot of small trading volume, not a lot of volume, just small. As far as the stock, let's look at the interactive chart to see how the stock looks. Yeah. So they had some falling off here. It's in a range, so I probably wouldn't buy until I get like it gets up to at least 180, so it can start showing new trending. But yeah, it'll be another stock I too would you can either trade options on or buy. And my next one will be Papa John's, PZZA. It's another one that also has kind of, it went up this year. And then, we have some pullbacks here. And let's look at the financials of the company. They've had some slower, sales growth is not as strong, but let's look at the quarter. Let's see how they're doing quarterly to see. Okay, yeah, they're doing all right quarterly. And let's look at the balance sheet. You got some liabilities that's popping up. Net free cash flow is down. So yeah, it seems like it's still a good company to own. Still a good let's look yeah, still a good company to own. Maybe trade options on. Let's look at the option prices. Volatility is high. It's another one that I would do probably credit spreads on, either call credit spread if you see that the stock is trending down, or a bull credit spread if the stock is trending up, because the volatility is pretty high. So yeah, it's another one that I would do credit spreads on. Okay, and my next one is Grubhub, or the GRUB. Was the parent company is called Just Eat Takeaway.com. And let's look at the financial summary of GRUB. Oh, look at this. It's got a lot of growth. So I see a lot of growth potential with this company. And look at the assets are piling up. Cash flow. They're okay on cash flow. But yeah, this is another one as far as a stock. Stock is very cheap right now. Let's look at the option prices to see how the volatility is. Volatility is high. So this is another one I would do probably a credit spreads on. Yeah. And I would probably sell puts. I would also sell puts on this. Let's look at the interactive chart to see if there's a should we sell puts. No, I wouldn't sell puts right now. Because look at this. But I wouldn't buy it just yet. I will watch it. Wait till it breaks into a new high to around, I say around uh 18, somewhere up in here. I mean, you can buy if you want to, but I like to see something trending up before I would do a spread on this, because you don't want to get clamored. But yeah, it's another one. I think the future of the company is pretty good. So just make sure you put in your watch list if you don't trade it. But yeah, just look at it. Look at the sales growth. So it's another good one. And my last one is Doordash. Now Doordash has had a heck of a year, I believe, as far as let's look at the financials to verify that. No financial data here. Let's go to finance. Let's go to Yahoo and see if they have anything there. And Dash, just hit Dash. Because this stock is pretty high, which means Wall Street likes it. And let's look at the financials if they can give us anything. Hmm, I don't see any. Hold on, let's look here. There we go. So if you look at this. Last year they had just doubled in revenue. That's due to COVID. And look at that, 2.89 billion. And let's look at the quarterly. Look, ooh, 1 point. So yeah, this is another one you should get on and start trading immediately, because look at the growth of that. They're bigger than Grubhub, so they're having some good growth. Yeah, I would definitely. And let's look at the interactive chart to make sure. Yeah, yeah, look at that. So yeah, look like they're about to break into new highs. It's like it's trending bullish. So yeah, this is be another company that I would also that I'm trading, that I would trade. Actually, I'm gonna write, just because I saw this. I'm gonna actually write some option plays and just yeah, put credit. Yeah, put credit is what I would do on this, because the volatility is high. And let's look at the put call ratios. Look at that. Even Wall Street is bullish on this. Look at all those calls being bought. Look at that. Yeah, so they're also bullish on this, and I would either buy some calls. Let's see how much they cost. I know they're going to be high with implied volatility like that. Yeah, covered calls is another thing you can do on this. So if you have that amount in your account, you can also sell puts. Let's look at something 30 days out, because I like the price mine's 30 days out. Ooh, not bad. Not bad in my opinion. Look at that. And look at the change in it. So look at the change right here. Look at the potential profit if you buy one of these calls. You bought a call yesterday, you probably would have made 100% within the next day. Look at that. So that change amount, that shows your profit right there. That's how much is going up. The green is how much is going up. So yeah, Dash is probably one of the best ones on this list. But yeah, that is it. So that is my 7 best food industry stocks and food delivery stocks to buy or trade options on. If you have any questions, just comment. Thank you.